If you're watching this video, that means you suck at creating goals and actually staying consistent to them. So I've been there. I'm the guy who actually set goals and forgets about it. And if I didn't do something for the third day, I wouldn't bother doing anything about it the next day. So how I fixed it is I create systems. By systems, I mean set things that makes me do the thing. So I'm gonna explain you how I did it and how to set systems for yourselves. And in the end of this video, you're gonna walk away with strong foundations on how you can set systems like me. So before that, who am I? I'm an automation expert. Expert. That's a fancy word to say. I'm an automation guy who makes a lot of money doing it, and I wouldn't say a lot of money, but yeah. Also, I record my thoughts and my methods and my frameworks and the thought process in my head that goes with me when I'm going from a 0 to 100 in this journey. Before every one of my video, I like to do a self-report on myself on what I did this day. So yeah, today morning I woke up and sent out a lot of replies to the community post and made a lot of community posts. I made a lot of banger community posts, to be honest. And yeah, so the next thing is I listened to a lot of sales record of myself talking to clients to improve myself to not make a mistake next time. Also, I learned something when I was listening to the sales recordings, which is something Richard Feynman would put it: if you cannot explain something to a child, that means you don't understand it enough. Okay, I mean, let me say that cinematically. Richard Feynman once said, if you cannot explain your concept to a child, that means you don't understand it enough. So that applied to me a lot today. So on the sales call, I was talking a lot about the product I can give them and the technical details of it and everything. That made them overwhelmed. That means they don't understand what I'm talking about. All they need is results. All they need is, can this guy bring me results? I was talking about the wrong thing, and they don't understand anything. I was talking about ROI, percentage, and everything. They just want numbers. They just want a surety that I can be the guy who can take them from a 25% revenue to a 30 to 50% revenue. That is a huge jump. So I learned to do that today. So I've been reading a lot of books today. $100 million offers by Alex Hormozy, and also $100 million leads by Alex Hormozy. And mostly I developed the habit where I read and listen to the same podcast. That makes me more productive. So yeah, after that I got a huge Instagram collab offer today, which is really surprising because I only have 500 followers on Instagram, but still I got a collab offer. We've been talking back and forth. I'll let you guys know what happened, and how much I get for per video on next video. So yeah, also after that, yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the Instagram thing. I posted my first Instagram reel after a long time. That is crazy, because of this one thing I did bad that resulted me in not posting at all before. So I fixed that today. So that is the entire point of this video. Do not make goals, make systems. So I was making a goal. So whenever when I started posting on Instagram, every day my goal was to, we need to post one video, we need to post a video, we need to post a video. So what made me realize is, so every day I was pushing myself, exhausting myself to actually make one video and post it. That thing was on my mind for the entire day. So it didn't let me do any other thing. So if I'm doing some other thing, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna need to record a video. How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do it? So it was all a question mark. So what I did was I was setting goals. So what happened is I posted around 18 videos, I guess. After that 17 videos, the next day I forgot to post a video. So what happened is, automatically the next day I was like, okay, let's do it tomorrow. I was pushing it away, and fine. I didn't even do it for a long time, and I don't even know how the time went by. So I was thinking about that today, and I wanted to make a change on that. I wanted to create a system. I started to analyze what made me stop recording. So what happened is, I was spending 4 hours in a day to record one video and post it, because I had to research the entire topic, and I had to see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of Instagram people, to gain knowledge and to see if that video will actually work. And I do all the research and do the editing work, and everything costed me 4 hours of my time on one day. So I was like, no, we shouldn't do that. We should set something that is going to make sure that we're going to upload tomorrow, and also reduce the 4 hours into like 2 hours or 3 hours. So I was thinking of what can I do for this, and then I came ahead with the solution. I created a system, a tracker sheet that lets me track every day of my process, like how much video I post, and in a month, and how much views I'm getting by it and everything. Instagram does it already, but still I like to make my own sheet. That makes me accountable for my own actions. So what I did, I used Claude to actually create a system that can research for me and act as if I am talking, and create a script that is personally hyper personalized to how I would talk. And every day I just have to go ahead and ask Claude to give me a video, and it's going to give me 3 videos. I want to select from one of them and actually make a content out of it. So this is how I systemize my entire process. So how I approach this is, first of all, if you have any goal, set it for a long time. Don't set it for a short time at all. That's a goal. Don't set a goal, set a system. So if you want to do something, set a goal for 6 months. So you need to be accountable of yourself for 6 months. You're gonna set systems like okay, so I need to set a goal. Second of all, I need to know what is making me do it, and how I'm actually or gonna approach it. And third of all, after you approach and after you understand the second part, you need to like actually systemize it. You need to try to automate it or something. Like you can ask ChatGPT or Claude to keep track of you doing that thing, or you can ask you can keep yourself accountable for it by using the old method of writing in the books or something like that. And yeah, you can actually set a habit and set a system and create a habit out of it. So it goes like a three-way process. So first you make a goal, second of all you make a system out of it, and third it becomes a habit, and fourth it becomes a routine. The day it becomes routine, you start doing it without even knowing you actually have to do it. That's when discipline breaks and it actually becomes your actual routine. You don't feel uncomfortable doing it anymore. So to get to that point, you need to be you need to go through all these stages to actually go there. So this is probably me. This is happening to me right now. I'm in the place where I'm creating systems out of my entire day. So I'm creating every 1 hour of my day like it's really precious, and I don't want to waste it on some things like energy scattering on places I don't want it to go. So yeah, that's it for today, and please stay tuned for the next video. Or if you want to, if you guys I don't know if you guys like this type of content, I would really appreciate it if you guys give me a like, maybe even subscribe. Thank you.